Teachers determine our collective ability to innovate, invent, and find solutions for tomorrow. Nothing will ever replace a good teacher. Nothing is more important than supporting teachers. World Teachers' Day is held annually on the 5th October. And to celebrate the essential role of teachers in providing quality education at all levels, World Teachers' Day offers the members and friends, partners and supporters of the St. Kitts Teachers Union an opportunity to celebrate the extraordinary work which teachers do and also enable the general public to observe significantly the vital contribution which teachers make. This year's Teachers Week will be observed over the period Sunday 29 September through to the 5th of October. It is a special occasion for celebrating the vital responsibility of our teachers in offering their services in the education sector at all levels. Teachers are makers and transformers of society. We depend on our teachers to nurture and to develop our fledgling democracy. Teaching is leaving a vestige of oneself in the development of another, and surely a learner is a bank where you can deposit your most precious treasures. The St. Kitts Teachers Union would like to thank all teachers at all levels of the sector for the role they play in the lives of learners, as well as the excellent contribution they make to society as a whole. Teachers deserve our gratitude because they go beyond just teaching for good results. In many cases, they also have to care for and counsel learners. They have to work in under-resourced conditions and have to perform administrative work as well. Teachers are the primary facilitators of students' learning experience. By ensuring the security of teachers in their classrooms and in their employment, faith in the teaching profession can begin to be restored. We all have to play a role in promoting respect for teachers again. The whole profession has suffered as a result of the portrayal of teachers in a negative light. The implementation of continuing professional teacher development system will undoubtedly result in the improvement of classroom practice. Thus, our union believes that it will go a long way to influence learner performance. Collaboration between teachers, parents, and the community at large should also be encouraged so that schools become better learner communities. There is a need to promote respect for quality teachers to run a quality education system, as there is enough commitment by educators to change the lives of the learners they teach. The notion that says, and I quote, "Children should enter our doors as learners and leave as leaders," end of quote, is embraced by our profession. The 5th of October is World Teachers' Day, which celebrates the pivotal role of teachers in the development and education of our children. Teachers serve as catalysts for growth as a child enters into the greater society, building upon the nurture of a child's family or primary caregiver. However, even though teachers have a vital responsibility in the course of human development, teachers and the teaching profession struggle to command the respect and support necessary to effectively meet the needs of their students. Teachers are challenged by difficult socio-economic conditions, poor learning environments, and diminishing resources. Yet, beyond guiding their students towards their learning goals, teachers increasingly have to address the negative effects of a changing society within their classrooms. This year's World Teachers' Day and Teachers' Week theme is a call for teachers taking the lead for quality education. Teachers develop learners' abilities to build a sustainable future with citizens who are able to take action in their own communities and contribute to global challenges. The St. Kitts Teachers Union is dedicated to the professional growth of our teachers and therefore celebrates the importance of teachers' contribution on World Teachers' Day. Our union therefore issued this call for teachers at all levels to join in this call for global support of our profession so that we can indeed show our commitment to the needs of our children. Since teachers are the most powerful force for equity, access, and quality education, a call for teachers means calling for quality education for all. We will continue to celebrate the unsung heroes within the profession and also to let them know that their work is not in vain. We acknowledge that teachers are an integral part of our education system and sector because without them, the future of learners is uncertain. Quality education offers hope and the promise of a better standard of living. There is no stronger foundation for lasting peace and sustainable development than a quality education provided by well-trained, valued, supported, and motivated teachers. Thus, this week, we call for teachers to receive supportive environments, adequate quality training, as well as safeguarding their rights and responsibilities. We do expect a lot from teachers. They, in turn, have the right to expect much from society. Teachers help students think critically, process information from sources, work cooperatively, tackle problems, and make informed choices. The 6th World Congress of Education International, held in Cape Town, South Africa in July 2011, adopted a comprehensive policy paper on education, building the future through quality education. This policy statement is underpinned by concepts which are central to Education International's philosophy and which represent the core values and demands of the education union movement. These include quality education as a human right, education provided by public authorities and available freely to all, inclusive education, and equality in education and society, and high professional status for teachers. Education International's policy states clearly that education is a human right and a public good, as stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Quality education nurtures human talent and creativity, thereby contributing to the personal and professional development of the individual person, as well as to social, cultural, economic, political, and environmental development of society at large. It promotes peace, democracy, creativity, solidarity, inclusion, a commitment to sustainable environment, and international and intercultural understanding. It provides people with the critical knowledge, abilities, and skills that are needed to conceptualize, question, and solve problems that occur both locally and globally. Quality teaching for quality education cannot be underestimated. To this end, teachers at all levels of education must be appropriately trained. Teachers should continue their professional development upon recruitment through a period of induction into the profession and with the support by a mentor, and should have access throughout their careers to high quality, continuous professional development and learning. There are several obstacles which hinder access to quality education for all, notably the absence of well-organized and adequate training program, inadequate infrastructure and resources, and inequality and injustice. The poverty and violent conflict several environmental and human factors continue to undermine the provision of and access to quality education for all. The St. Kitts Teachers Union has used World Teachers' Day as an opportunity to discuss the importance of Teachers Union in improving the status of teachers and how crucial it is that we all mobilize together to protect the rights of our teachers and advocate for improved conditions in our workplace. Our Teachers Union is committed to continue its work in seeking the best teaching and learning conditions for all, and encourage teachers to support each other as members of the same profession and society to become advocates for quality education and progress. The St. Kitts Teachers Union is also committed to providing quality representation to our teachers and other education workers at all levels of the system. Our union continues to grow and provide an opportunity to harness the creative energies of our teachers to improve the education sector. All would agree that great teachers hold the key to our nation's children getting a first-rate education. Nothing is more important. Great teachers, passionate teachers, are absolutely necessary because they change the trajectory of our children's lives for the better. They stir curiosity. They illuminate the power of learning. The essence of the modern classroom is where the teacher can facilitate the personalized learning styles and preferences of his or her students, thereby promoting fuller participation and engagement in learning, as well as facilitating individualized support. In practice, however, this is perhaps not as an easy scene for teachers to create and to manage effectively. There are pressures that you are well aware of, like time, the curriculum, examinations, behavioral issues, expectation of parents, how to ensure that each student is learning at their potential, and so on. So creative use of skills and talents and the expertise of the various resources available in the school community can result in innovations and new solutions for individual students while also enriching broader society. Talent matters tremendously in the classroom. It is no surprise that the single biggest in-school influence on student academic growth is the quality of the teacher standing in front of the classroom. Not the socioeconomic status, not the family background, but the quality of the teacher at the head of the class. Thus, adequate induction policies and well-designed mentoring programs for new teachers must become the rule. There is need for transformational change. Business as usual is not an adequate response to our new challenges. During the next 10 years, we could lose a large number of veteran teachers and school teachers to retirement. The challenge to our schools is not a looming teacher shortage, but rather a shortage of great teachers in schools and communities where they are needed most. Teaching has never been more difficult. It has never been more important. And the need for student success has never been so urgent. I am convinced that our ability to attract and, more importantly, retain great talent over the next 5 years will shape education, our education for the next 30 or so years. We wish to commend all our teachers for what we describe as a labor of love, as seen in the efforts and work that was done over the last academic year. The union continues to work towards greater professionalism and for the professional development of our teachers. In this age, we believe it is critical that teachers be given the respect that they so justly deserve, the support to meet the daily challenges, and the resources to get the job done. It is important that we work together with all stakeholders to raise the professionalism of our teachers and to challenge and change the way our community looks at teachers and the profession. We trust that the challenges of the last school year will be used as stepping stones to greater success and better performance. We trust that as a result of our deliberations over the last academic year, we will recommit ourselves to ensure that the essentials of a good education are provided in all our schools. As professionals, we must aspire to a set of core values which center on the general welfare of our learners. We must work together to advance the professional status of all our teachers. It is our position in the St. Kitts Teachers Union and our belief that teacher well-being, teacher professionalism, and a clear voice of teachers at a national level, such as what the union provides, make a critical combination for advancing quality education. At this time of shifting interests and perspectives, a consolidated national voice for teacher professionalism is vital. Our union is clear about the difficulties we face, but undaunted, determined, resolute in our belief that we can overcome them. Our education sector faces huge problems and challenges, but the opportunities are even greater because there is the chance in this generation to bring opportunity, knowledge, and dignity and personal fulfillment to far more of our students than ever before. We can educate our children to an ever higher standard and achieve the levels of fairness and social mobility that have long eluded us. But bumpy indeed, turbulent as the journey ahead might be, we are also fortunate in knowing what the best route, not just to safety, but to plenty and quality will be. It is the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. Quality education is a means by which we can liberate our people from their imposed constraints. It allows individuals to choose a fulfilling career, enrich their inner life, and become authors of their own stories. And that is why education reform that was started some years ago must be allowed to find root in our classrooms and on our fields of play. No nation that is serious about ensuring its children enjoy an education that equips them to compete fairly with students from other countries can afford to ignore its teachers. Nothing matters more in improving education than giving every child access to the best possible teaching and ensuring that every moment of interaction between teacher and student yield excellent results. Teachers, not politicians, not bureaucrats, know the best way to run our school. More autonomy, more resources, less bureaucracy, an opportunity to thrive free from political interference will result in realizing our dream of a better and improved education sector. The St. Kitts Teachers Union vows to continue the social dialogue to enhance and strengthen the position of our teachers in both the public and private sector at all levels. Our priority is our working with all stakeholders to ensure quality education which meets the needs of all our students. The union is progressing in its work to realize several things that will benefit our teachers and members in particular. These include, but are not limited to, having in place a collective bargaining agreement, the establishment of the St. Kitts Teachers Credit Union, the adoption of a career path for education sector, providing opportunities for advanced training for our teachers, and of course the erection of our headquarters. The St. Kitts Teachers Union is dedicated to advancing and promoting quality education, improving teaching and learning conditions, and protecting our members' rights. We seek to create the best possible education system for our students and our community. We have been in the forefront of education advocacy and reform in St. Kitts. We seek to formulate true partnership with all stakeholders, wherein we speak with one voice. unified as advocates for quality education, ensuring the improved working condition of all our members with a focused effort on common themes, mutual respect, and trust that is beneficial to our community and our students. Our union is progressive and reform-minded, as well as steadfast in its commitment to our teachers' rights. And so as a union, we have grown, experienced, and are energized to seek new endeavors. Workers who are organized cannot be defeated. A powerful teachers' union draws its power from the activism of its members. So we issue a clarion call to all our teachers, past and present: get involved. Stay involved. Let us therefore unite and work in cooperation with one another for unity and strength. Keep up to date with the events and activities of the union. For more information on what our union is involved in, you can log on to our website at stkitsteachersunion.org. This week events include, on Sunday, worship at the Bethesda Moravian Church and presentation to the children's ward, after which we'll have a luncheon for teachers at the community center in Keon. On Monday, there will be hosted special assemblies in all our schools, and our teachers will take to the communities to visit our retired teachers. And in the evening, at AVEC at 7 p.m., we will host a cocktail reception for our new teachers. On Tuesday, the 1st of October, at 9 a.m., we are going to host our annual education conference. And at 8 p.m., our panel discussion. On Wednesday will be our Teachers Appreciation Day. And we want to encourage parents and the community at large to show appreciation to our teachers. Be sure to call in our radio programs and make special requests for our teachers. In the evening, our teachers will come together for a night of social gathering. On Thursday, 3rd October, at 7 p.m., we will see the second annual Excellence in Teaching Awards. This was introduced last year, and this year we will see awardees in various categories. Allow me to congratulate and commend the awardees for this year. In Leadership and Administration category, Ms. Carleen Henry Morton of the Bastia High School. In Sports category, Mr. Stedroy Teixeira of the Washington Archibald High School. Special Education category, Ms. Brownlee Odin of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School. In the Preschool Education category, Ms. Andrea Liddy of the Ponds Industrial Site Preschool. In the Primary Education category, we will award Ms. Udella Richardson of Sandy Point Primary, Ms. Kathleen Hobson of the Beach Island Primary, Ms. Delith Christmas of Tucker Clark Primary, and Ms. Valerie Richardson Mason of the Keon Primary. In the Secondary Education category, we'll see awards presented to Ms. Sandra Morton of the Sadlers High School, Ms. Andrea Woodley of the Bastia High School, Mrs. Joycelyn Wilshire of the Charles E. Mills Secondary School, and Mr. Francil Antonio Morris of the Keon High School. In the Performing Arts category, Mr. Melvin Hewlett of the Keon High School. In the Post-Secondary Vocational category, Mr. Adrian Taylor of AVEC. In the Tertiary Education category, Mr. Randolph Taylor of the college, the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College. In the Private School category, Ms. Vernice Rogers of the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. And our partnership awards this year will be presented to Dr. Thelma Philip Brown and to Win FM Radio. Our President's Award for Outstanding and Exemplary Service to the Teachers Union will be presented to Mrs. Andrea Brown. On Friday, we will witness the annual march, the grand event, where the union members, teachers from all sectors, will gather at the Bastia High School and march. The march will wind its way through the streets of Bastia, culminating at the Independence Square for a rally. Join us, celebrate with us. Then on Saturday, World Teachers Day, we will take to the Lime Grounds in Needmos, and our teachers will engage in friendly competition on the field in various events, racing, and fun games. It will be interesting to see our teachers on the field. To all our teachers, we thank you for all that you've done and will do to train the next generation of leaders. Your commitment to developing the next generation of talent, we are convinced, will not just change our student lives forever, but over the long term will ensure that St. Kitts and Nevis will be a strong nation. To all, we wish you a blessed Teachers Week, and may you have a great World Teachers Day. God bless you, and thank you.